Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? Ooh. Alright, what's up? What's up? Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get into it.
KTR, Nectar,
Setting
and
up the thing.
collaboration.
Check Tesla, please. Just hopped on, brother. You're going to have to wait just a second. We'll get to it. We'll be trading Tesla today. Shut the. Okay. So sorry for those of you guys who are on TikTok, YouTube, and all that other stuff over the last couple of days. It's been a little busy. Also, just not sleeping. So, but we got a couple of headlines to go over, as well as I need to lift my desk up. Hold on one second. I gotta work at the standing. I gotta turn it into a standing desk today. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right. So, as per usual, we're gonna go over the watch list, news, economic data, all that good stuff. So, I just want to make something abundantly clear, at least inside of my Discord. No political talk. Zero. I don't have a lot of rules in the Discord. You guys can pretty much say and do what you wish for the most part. No political talk. Please. Will be deleted promptly. I am down Tesla, need help. We're going to be going over that in just a second. I'm going to go over my watch list. We're going to trade this live today. I'm about to go over the news, get you guys updated on what exactly I got going on today. So, and yeah, very much appreciated on TikTok. Who cares, you know? Who cares? At least right now. So, first things first, Wall Street futures were lower and world stocks were stalled by results of midterm elections rolled in while investors braced for political gridlock in Washington that would make it harder for drastic policy changes to come through. The dollar steadied while gold traded with losses. Oil prices fell on a rebound in COVID-19 cases in China after data showed higher than expected crude stockpiles in the U.S. A couple of things here. Meta to cut more than 11,000 jobs. Now, if you're a new investor, one sign that you know you're new is that you think that's short. That's not, right? That means that they're freeing up more cash. That's a lot of cash. You got to think that's a lot of employees. So they're freeing up a lot of cash, which yes, is confirmation they're in trouble, but does give them some time to possibly navigate those waters. So if you guys are on TikTok with me, make sure to tap your screen as much as you can. Trying to get back on the algorithm here. Elon Musk sold Tesla shares worth more than $3.95 billion days after the Twitter deal. It's not a surprise. A lot of people think that there could be a buyback coming soon, but you know that's just because they hope a buyback is coming soon. And you know, I've shown you guys on live. There's this lady. She just pops up because I'm Tesla analyst and stuff like that. And her obsession over Elon specifically is a little bit scary. Definitely cult type behavior. But she's gone back to posting like holiday decor ideas rather than Elon antics, which has been kind of nice. But someone's got their mic unmuted in El Shivo, my boy. My boy's probably building a car with his bare hands right now. Alright, I had to mute him. And please, if you're in the Discord, always know that you can unmute yourself and ask a question, especially if you're new, hit that little mute button as soon as we get started trading. So, anyway, I'm not going to read that headline because that is just stupid and political. Home builder D.R. Horton raises quarterly profits jump on higher property prices. That's probably that might be a good short next time because I imagine that actually ends up dropping. So, but other than that, guys, that's about it as far as the top headlines. Now, going into today, we do have some shit. Hold on one second. I forgot I gotta do that. There we go. All right, so today we have, that's tomorrow. We got nothing. We've got nothing really. We do have 10 a.m. We got first wholesale inventories month over month, crude oil inventories, and 10-year bond coming in at 1. But tomorrow is when we have a nice giant chunk of things to worry about. And so that being said, today may be reflective of that. We'll see if midterms or if this data is a catalyst for continuation. So, will this ever begin to not feel like guesswork? Yeah. Every day that it gets easier, you know what I mean? It really does. I mean, it is, you got everything against you when you first get started. And it does. It takes a human being with some tenacity to push through the first part of the obstacles. Most quit. Most quit, right? But most, unfortunately, are not willing to change or not willing to acknowledge their own bad behaviors, right? Or acknowledge their own bad habits. Just like life, those things go unaddressed and they metastasize into things that are much harder to deal with. So anyway, economic data coming into today. Now, a little bit of a surprise here. Those of you guys who are with me in Roblox. So I have been short on this company from the 80s, but we re-entered a short, having a technical thesis, but also just looking at the fact that, you know, this company has no business being at $40. They have since here in pre-market fallen to $32.30, which is near, you know, we're getting close. We were down at $32, which is only $12 away from my target. Just to keep you guys informed, these contracts expire in March of next year. There is absolutely no reason that I should be contemplating a full-size position cut. Now, it's not a big position in itself, but it's obviously one of those things where I'm going to take some profit, but I'm also going to capture some of that IV juice, but I'm going to let it ride. And I have a target of by the end of the week, possibly, maybe $25. Spy touching 390. That's right. If you're 2 months in, keep pushing. Okay. And really that's how people, you know, when I'm looking to work with somebody for mentorship or something, you know, I'm paying attention to how they talk, you know, how they talk about themselves, how they talk about their trading, you know, another day, another loss, like, can't wait for tomorrow so I can lose again. There's people who talk like that. And that shit's just not going to fly. It will never work. And as I can tell you this from a neurological perspective. This isn't a theory, right? We have a part of our brain, it's like a filter. You ever buy a new car, right? A PT Cruiser, and then all of a sudden you see nothing but PT Cruisers? That's your brain. It filters things that are more important. So you will skim over the things that are not, right? That is how you gain confirmation bias, right? If you believe something to be true, your brain is going to find any reason for that to be true. So if you keep telling yourself that you suck and you're never going to make it, or you're not going to make it, or it's hopeless, your brain's going to find every reason to provide that for you. So sometimes, even if you don't believe it, it's just really important how you talk. and what you're saying to yourself. I actually just had this discussion with my son, but yeah, it's not for the weak, faint of heart. Now, let's go ahead and that's it. We do have what I was going to say is that we have Roblox, which obviously before the bell. After the bell, I'm thinking I might take a crack at Rivian. Rivian looks like an interesting short to me. That's really it. I didn't really see anything else that kind of caught my eye. Thursday, you guys know how I feel about Neo. I think Neo's a $5 company. Apple slapper. Oh, guys, we're all adults. You're good. But if it happens again, I'm gonna fucking... No, I'm just kidding. Coin to $10. I know when to shut up. Got some Mega Bears in there. Why don't you trade SPX? Because everybody's doing it. It's too cool now. It's too mainstream, you know? No. Because I just don't. I know that it's extremely profitable in the right conditions, and I encourage anybody who wants to explore that to do that. But I don't have any experience. I'm not gonna lie and say that I've traded SPX a lot. I haven't. Trade a lot of SPY, trade a lot of Qs, SQQ, but SPX is never something. So I would have to sit down and start looking at it, which I assume it only runs with the market. But I think I traded it. But it wasn't my trade, so. But again, I know they move really well. The contracts pay great. Short Roblox. So I am technically short on Roblox, yes. We'll discuss levels to watch today in just a moment. If you guys are here on TikTok, make sure to tap your screen. All right, so let's go ahead. It is 9, is that right? It's 9:14, shit. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's take a peek at Tesla. So this area right here, this is the box that we've been trying to break out of. You gapped up above it, you fell back into it. We know there's a rule of thumb. If you fall back into the box, you're probably gonna go to the bottom. You did, that's 203. Now, yesterday, you fell through 203, slamming into 196. I had a 198 level. And then since, and of course here in pre-market, we're chopping around here. We did hit a low of 187. I've got, oh my God, fucking A. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, how the fuck? Will you click on that really quick? Go GUI earn trading.
Yeah, I got that DM.
Will you click on that profile and like whatever I need to see what their stream name is, because I just typed in that and I can't find them.
3105.
It's what?
That's the number. 3105.
3105.
What's sketchy about it is they joined like 10 days ago or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I would just that's how that, we just I see. Simple Stacks Investments. How weird is that?
Investment.
Oh, investment. Huh.
Bro, the bots are literally over.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm actually doing that right now. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go and purge the potters. Potter stocks. Nope, they're all dead. Simple Stacks. No, he must. She already. They've already been booted. Yeah, if they befriend you before they leave the Discord, yeah, they will continue to DM you. So. Yes, I mostly do options. Okay, so anyway, Tesla candle close underneath 190, and I believe that 185 is the next target. Do watch 187. I believe that 187 is the median for the next zone. So 182.55. Sorry, I did forget to mention that. 182.55. So below us, be keeping your eyes out for that. Not a ton of movement. If you're shorting something that's already been shorted, you know, it's always best to wait for a bounce. So that's my plan for Tesla today, to be very clear. I'm waiting for something that I can short. I do see the potential for a potential retest of this downtrend, which does have some validity to it. And personally, whenever I start to see lower highs, I start to think trend line. So watch for a pop on Tesla, possibly even retesting the 206 level. Okay, moving on. Amazon, really simple, beautiful. We love it. Look at that. It's a thick cut of Jeff Bezos steak. It actually kind of looks like steak, doesn't it? Like the marbling in there. Beautiful. I've gone off the rails. So right now, Amazon, yesterday, we got a little, there was no real burn for me. I hope everybody was able to manage their trade relatively well. Everything, obviously, this is typical of those type of patterns. If you ever see a pattern like that, it is a bilateral pattern, not the channel, right? Sorry, I'm drawing a channel when I tell you not to follow the pattern. But this right here, right, are typically fake out patterns, or they extend themselves, which I think is what we saw. So either A, we have one of these bad boys, which is going to either A, because it's bilateral, coming from a downtrend, is either A, going to go and pop, and if you close it, here's what I can, for myself, guarantee myself. I can guarantee myself that a candle close on the hourly above 92.30, and we should candle close above 92.60, and we should see continuation to the upside. More than likely 95 would be the first target on Amazon. But to the downside, I've got an $85 target, which is obviously equally as profitable, and that is, again, another simple process of just waiting for the third breakdown. Buyers, okay, are here, and sellers are here, right? So what is my job? Is simply change this fucking background color. Come on. Thank you. There you go. Is simply to decipher through price action who's gonna win, right? Who gets forced out? And this is a lot of contraction. After contraction comes expansion. So, y'all, I will track Tesla live. So if you're on here, don't panic. If you're sitting wherever you're sitting in the world right now, and if you're in your stomach, you feel sick, like just a little bit sick to your stomach, take a couple deep breaths, and you don't just know that you don't have to trade the bell, right? You can wait for half of the day for things to develop, and until you see something high probability. I waited yesterday for the most part on Amazon all day, and granted, it hit my price target. I TP'd twice, gave myself cushion, was able to get out of the trade. I grabbed a hedge, the hedge popped, took profit on the hedge, and sat in cash. There's no reason, obviously, you know, I just operation, right? Sticking to the mechanics. My job here today is to look for a candle close in the buy zone, a seller controlling the price where buyers are supposed to be able to do so. If they cannot, we shall fall. Same thing to the upside. Simple. Really, it doesn't. This will probably go in the educational center. Amazon. Sorry about the fuckery there. There we go. Good morning, everybody. How do I feel about coin? Boy with the coin. How do I feel about it? I feel bad. I feel sad for any crypto people had. Well, bearish, of course. I'm just kidding. So I think there's a couple of different possibilities here, but they all really rely on Bitcoin. I have no trend here quite yet. That's obviously worth acknowledging. Potentially, yes, maybe this becomes trend later on down the road and we can watch that. Yeah, it looks like they do have a deviation lineup. So maybe coin down to visit support for, oh no, that wouldn't make any sense because you'd be down negative $13 a stock. Yeah, so I've got nothing. I've got nothing on coin other than possibly, where's IPO? So in this case, man, if you, I could go and, there's nothing here, right? It's floating in space. I would have to actually go and do a DCF. I'd actually have to go like and do a rundown on that one to kind of like see where it's at. I personally, based off of what I know now, I don't think it's a great investment for myself. I need a trade setup that will turn $316 into $63,000 for the end of the day. Bro, this should be no problem, man. You know how we do. All right, so the big question everybody has is plug. All right. Well, hello, Jesus. You just broke in. SWAT team energy. How you doing? You coming here for some analysis? Or to spin in my chair? All right. She said yeah. Okay, so we'll look at Rivian probably in just a minute. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's plug. Listen. How much do these contracts cost? Hold on a second. I don't even know. I think they were like $26 or something like that. Let it ride, okay? You can cut the puts, which are probably gonna be 0, okay? This, because it's next week's expiration, if one of them go into profit for you, don't be greedy, right? Here's what I can tell you for sure. If plug loses $14, we go and we make a new low, I'm guessing around 1281. And new low. I would imagine we could see plug around 10 bucks. Now that's gonna require a longer expiration, correct? So if you do see, now the beautiful thing is that you're in a consolidation zone, right? It's just as simple as if you break and hold in that area, see where you're at right there? Look at this. Wow. Close the candle inside of this area bullishly and hold it, then you could cut the put. As of right now, in pre-market, does appear that it has kind of like that wedge-like energy, showing that it may want to give you a pop before departing. So maybe a 50% retest, maybe a move into the $16 area, but this is earnings, okay? If you, again, I will always disclose this. It is a constant reminder that earnings is always, no matter, listen, I've had a lot of great earnings trades and I'm responsible for none of it, right? Like it's always just a lucky guess, right? Yes, there's some math behind it. Yes, there's some target price finding. Yes, there might be some theories, right? Meta, Roblox, or we're short on the metaverse, those type of things. But at the end of the day, you should always consider any earnings trade that you take 0. If you're taking an earnings trade to save your account, you might do the opposite. If you're taking an earnings trade, now I'm going to tell you something right now because I think more people should do this. And actually, I almost walked up to a group of people at a gas station. Savannah's got all those gambling machines and a lot of gas stations. I straight up thought about it and like going and being like, let me teach these people how to find just one thing: supply and demand on the. I guarantee you they would make more money overall. Because if you have 50 bucks, I have a Webull account. Let me show you guys a screenshot of my month on my gambling account. This is where I scratch every itch, right? Ready? Look at this shit. Do you see that P&L? That's insanity. But that's earnings, right? So yeah, sometimes earnings really pay off. Sometimes they don't, right? And this is what, look, $200. Now it's up at 1,000. So the fluctuations, if you ever get a gift, take it and go right back to where you were and continue doing what you're doing. Just because you make a win, or you win short term or win on a gamble like that is nothing to do with your trading career or where you're at as a trader. If anything, it's a gift. So, for those people who are gambling, make a small account that you can go and gamble your life away if you have the money to do so. Put 50 bucks in there and see what you can do. So, I am on YouTube. I am, yes. Unfortunately, my YouTube is not receiving enough video to remain smooth streaming. Glenn Theobald, DM me right now on YouTube or on Discord, please. I pooped my pants on accident today. Matthew Warren lost a little self-esteem and cleaned up. I'm really confused, but I'm glad that you felt like this was a safe place to get that off your chest, and I hope your day goes better from here. Ooh. No, Glenn. You're not a pain, dude. Relax, man. No worries, man. I don't have a problem helping at all. No worries. Better than on purpose. I mean, what if you gotta stay warm, Yeah, so right now I would say plug more than likely up. If I set alerts, set them all over the place. So that way we can always count on the median, which is $17, to be that place where, yeah, we'd probably squeeze it at the $19 level. So, DM me again, dude, like right now, so that way, if I didn't, friend request, hold on, I got a mad amount of, I just had to go, are you Band-Aid man? You. Guys, don't worry on Roblox, man. Where's it going? Is it going back up? Don't worry. I maybe worry a little bit, but I'm not being greedy. I'm not till March. Hey, Zeus. Oh shit, we're open. I did not even realize it. I'm sitting here yabbing. All right. Open 15-minute. You guys know the deal. Look at that. Candle pushing underneath into the box, right? If you take a short, unfortunately, this is a little bit far. The further it gets from there, the further your expiration should be, so that way you can have a stop loss that's in line with 89.16. 89.16 would be a good stop for anybody going short now, right now. If you're going short right now, that would be my stop. And then underneath 88, I like 88.50. I think we should be back down at support. Should we be trimming on Roblox? You know what I need to do? I need to get... I'm up 184% on a meta call that I took as a YOLO. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and TP that sucker. Oh, no, I'm up 200%. Yeah, that's right. I'm out of Amazon, Eric. Not Amazon, excuse me. Okay. Now, Amazon's looking pretty good. Again, just like yesterday, we know where we're going. We're going to support, right? What do stocks do on support? They bounce. Now, this is a 15-minute candle. I talked about the 15-minute candle close. So I have yet to enter any contract. Holy shit, Meta. Also, if you are in MRO puts that you've hedged yourself, Those are up 80%. You can go ahead and take some profit on that if you want. With Roblox, I'm holding it, guys. Simple. I'm holding Roblox indefinitely. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to continue to hold. So, Tesla is... Ooh. I'm watching right now. Tesla's going for the previous low of day. That's 186.88. I have a 185. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm watching Amazon right now too, so. Right here. So Tesla, 186.65. I've got a target of 182.55, but the median in between that is going to be your 185 mark. So I would keep your eyes peeled for 185. Yeah, no problem. Looking at Amazon to take it down. November 18th. Probably going to go ahead and hit the $88 put on Amazon. So where you enter matters, right? So let's say you decided to enter now. You need to find a place where you see stocks have held before. So if you're in Amazon right now, 88.95 would be a good stop, right? If the candle closes on top of that, that's not good, right? We want to close underneath that. We're getting in it. We're in enemy territory right now if you're a bear, right? And so we need strength. Blitzkrieg. When to enter Tesla? Personally, I don't short support, so I would be shorting 187. And I'm also not going to short a stock that's already been shorted. You know, it's a lame ass rule that I've made, and I miss out sometimes on extra legs down. It might have a catalyst with that bot with Tesla or Elon selling shares. But I find it good practice not to short things that have already been shorted a lot. So if you look at
what did you say your entry was on Amazon?
What'd you say?
What did you say your entry was on Amazon?
So for me, I was just pointing out some stop losses in places that I would, you know, more than likely do things. But I really like to see Amazon underneath $88. It is possible to leg in, like I said, now. Hold on one second. I'm looking at the contracts right now. Yeah, because right now we've got everything is approaching key levels. If you're an MRO, and you have any of those puts left on MRO, again, 2750 or whatever the case is, the gap fills at 3150. A retest happens on MRO at 3125. Again, just taking it easy. I'm looking for an extended move to the downside on Amazon. So the first target that we can look for is 87.60. So do you guys notice how watching the 15-minute time frame, less impulsive, right? And then there's Tesla. Man, any shorts right there just got obliterated. Wait, was it a holiday or something? Yeah, I'm not TPing Roblox at all. Alright, let's go look at the 5-minute build. Watching the tape here, we got relatively low volume, folks. That's something to pay attention to here. If any of you, okay, because I know that some of you did, right? If you swung Amazon from yesterday, you can either let it ride, right? Which means let it go to 88.20 and break underneath it, or you can take profit. But you're back in the green from yesterday's trade. So, what date and strike would be good for Amazon? Preferably, I'm looking at the. I'd like to stay a week out. So that's November 18th. If you're new or you're risk adverse, go further. The question is, will you cut if it bounces? What you're doing right now is you're shorting support. It's never a great idea. So if you're in a short on Amazon, holy fuck. Roblox is popping up here. I don't care. How do you decide which stock you will go for within that industry? For example, I sold Oxy when going bullish in oil. Papa Schmerg price action, going and looking at previous historical price action helps a lot. Roblox, I would imagine this could be shorts covering, or could be a liquidity hunt right here at 35 bucks. So dash levels. Let's go pull up a pivot point. Ooh, 86.50. All right. So guess what? You just bounced off of 88.35. That is basically support, right? You have a little bit of a wick. This is the price action. So what is important right now is to establish exactly where things will go awry, right? We're for a seller, where do things lose control? For me, looking at this stock right now, looking at these price levels, it appears that if a candle closes or opens back up above 88.85, that we could find ourselves we could find ourselves moving back up. Just be patient. Target dropping like it's hot. My bank account, dude, I've actually had my jaw drop at the cash register. I'm a terrible shopper and I'm incredibly impulsive. So tends to not really work out in my favor. Where is Meta? Is Meta ripping squeezy? No squeezy. But there's a gap to fill. Oh shit, how did I miss that? That's 104.50. Oh, if I was bullish, I'd be watching the cues, waiting for bounces to continue to tick that up. But this is the second move. You could Meta could actually be setting a higher time frame range. We just can't see it yet, right? We could sit here in Meta. This is actually a really attractive trade right here on Meta. Meta actually looks good because you have so many gaps to the downside. If I was going to go short on Meta, I would do it underneath $100. We can't see. Why can't you see? Tesla squeezing like crazy. That was what I was talking about.
There was no shorts there.
Yeah, they're gone. If there was shorts, they're gone now. So this is actually what I was talking about popping back up, right? I don't short stocks that have already been shorted, and this is a god darn good reason why. Solid, right? Now, you could have just waited for a candle to open below 187.20, and if you took a trade on Tesla in that range, that was impulsive. Dude, Target destroys my life. Right now, the target on Tesla above where I just said, which is 195.21, is just simply going to be 196.50. I've got a second target at 198.17, and then a final target at $200. So, if you are in Amazon, again, take profit if you wish on anything that maybe you had yesterday, right? But again, will you cut when it's time? The difference that I see so far, right? Because we want to look at this is a good practice, a good something to practice for yourself, right? When stocks bounce, right? Look with me. How do they bounce? Candle closing on 5, boing, 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 right? We rip. Same thing, boing, boing, right? You get a little bit of, but this, right? Look, boing. Look at the difference. There's no boing. That's like donk. You know, you got more of like a skid mark. So patience is needed here. Consolidation could happen here, right? And paying attention to where the price is going to be controlled at is imperative. Tesla is wild. Hold on one second. What do we got? MRO. What are we doing on MRO? MRO is just sitting right on top of that 200-day moving average and median. Plug. I just had an alert go off. It is squeezing, my friends. That is the squeeze. Right now, I'd be looking for plug over 16.50 for a run up into the $17 area. Looking at everything move up right now, you're going short on Amazon. So maybe think about how that quantifies into what we got going on right now. Not saying you have to exit, but just hold on one second. Sorry, I was looking at my little tiny. I have a little Robinhood account. I took some plug trades on. So. A quick pop before a fade could happen, but. So far, so good. We have, let's go to regular hours. We've got 33 seconds left in this 15-minute candle. Again, S1 right here, 88.22. Hourly time frame, we've got 45 minutes left. 30-minute time frame, we've got about 15 minutes left. So another 15-minute candle could end up determining whether or not we pop and go for a freaking giant squeeze up into the sky. We have a great target, so there's no reason to panic. Maybe reduce risk if you're at support, because we're bouncing already. If we got a doji there, right, you can use that top and go ahead and cut. Watch this. If you break back out of that box, out of this green box, out immediately. You won't even have to ask. I'm out. That's what I have hotkeys for. Out of the little green box, right? ENPH with the juice. Nice. MRO should be popping soon here then. You know, that kind of makes me want to take a call. You got a nice gap on MRO to the upside. I like that a lot. You in AK Amazon calls? Damn. AK Amazon call. No, I'm not. But it looks kind of juicy out immediately. Out. All out of Tesla, or all out of Amazon. No, but this could be an interesting place to bounce it. But here's the difference, Boxer. I would take a weekly, and the reason why is because this is an incredibly high probability trade, and I am kind of going against the grain in a way, if that makes any sense. So, hold on one second. MRO. I'm gonna go ahead and TP that MRO put 3150. I got Tesla long. Yeah, so with Amazon, the reason why is because I wouldn't want to use a whole lot of risk on this one. The target here would be $90. Those contracts are at $150. You'd need to go down to the 3-minute. Again, risk to reward, right? It looks like the candles closed there at 88.75. So I'll take one right now. So if you were to enter, right, you would want to have a contract, obviously weigh your risk to reward as having 88.75 as a stop loss. If a candle closes back underneath that point of control, then I would assume that we are going to see Amazon moving to the downside and not filling that gap. There is no reason that it has to fill that gap. And I will say there is a distinct difference between this bounce and other bounces. Most of the bounces that I see right now, or big fill, they're just getting faded. So nope, I'm in nothing. I just waiting.
Hey Potter, if you get a chance, can you look at Rivian whenever you get a chance?
Yeah. Oh shit! Did they have earnings now? What, baby?
More for me.
In a minute. Oh my god. Gap fill to 26.75. Candle close underneath 29.40. Looks pretty good, but obviously you have earnings. So, but yeah, that's where I would see Rivian down to see a confluence with that. And then of course it's got a lot of overhead right now as far as pushback. So.
All right, cool.
Does it have anything on the lower time frame? You did have a nice box that you broke out of. So if you're short on Rivian, you would want to stay out of the 31.17 area. All right, Amazon got faded right back down. So this might be the joint here. Just wait. All we have to do is see a candle open up underneath 88.12, and I'm pretty sure we go ahead and take this down to that 86 mark. Yeah, because of conditions today, my stop losses are really tight. I know that affects a lot of people's BP, but that's just, I can't negotiate with the stop losses. Took the 86 strike down. Okay. I have the liberty of being able to enter in and out really quickly, so obviously that's beneficial for me. So I don't have to kind of like struggle with that part of it. But hold on one second. All right, looks good again. So now 88.23 again, tight stops. 88.25, excuse me. If you open a candle back above that, that's short, or that's out, right? Also, you would need to see a nice push in volume here, and a decline in futures as well. So, hold on one second. Anything for Rivian earnings? I am considering a few Rivian plays. Tesla is currently totally reversing. Quick liquidity hunt to the upside. Pulling back down. Guys, keep it simple. Look. Do you see this area right here? Little tiny box. Close the candle underneath 189, or basically 190, but 189.35. You should be back down to 187. I think you go make a new low. I'm in Amazon Big Stepper. I don't know if you are.
That 195.20 level for Tesla was pretty heavy.
Hell yeah, it was. Look at that. Yeah, the thing got faded. But the one thing that you should think about too right now, y'all, is that like Tesla's in a box, right? You got to get out of the box. Amazon, I mean, honestly, I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm entering back in. I got back into Amazon, but I got half the size that I did last time. Especially being that there is a gap above us. This could be liquidity hunt down, but I'm gonna stick to my stop losses. I don't care. I don't even care what I think. Who cares what I think? It's just operation right now. If it goes back above my stop loss, I cut. I hold to my target. Took my daughter to Germany for a month. Nice. How about ROG swing calls? I've never heard of. I've never traded that, man. I do not have. What's Pluggy doing? Plug. Totally reversed. Where did it hit? 1640. Retested the median. Man, I tell you what. Yeah. This is not going to be easy, Robert. And I would be anything is light in size right now. I would say the favorability right now on this trade is maybe a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. And so my size is reflecting that. Being careful. Down $5 a day, but sticking to a plan, waiting for another setup. Yeah, if I'm light and I have a larger account, $30,000 account, right? What does that mean for your $1,000 account? What does that mean for your $5,000 account, right? Either if you can't find your version of light, then don't have one. You know what I mean? Just take high probability plays, which is what most people don't have enough patience to do. So, gotta be better than most. Your size is reflecting a 4 out of 10. That's what she said. Oh, god damn it. I did it to myself. That's what she said too. Amazon puts or what? Yes, I'm in Amazon puts, but I'm in light. I not a big fan of this trade at the moment, just due to price action. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, this is the type of price action to make me just walk away, but it's too early to walk away. It's 9:55. Oui. One, two. What does that mean for your $500 account? I guess just go all in on weeklies, dude. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Obviously. Bought puts at the bottom and calls at the top. Who bought calls? You bought calls? Tony bought. So I have TradeStation. I have a hotkey set up, so I can market fill out of whatever I'm in. So
Hey Potter, what was your target on Tesla on the downside?
Downside target on Tesla is 185. Out of the box. How we doing, folks? It's not moving very well. I know you guys are probably like, red candles, but this is not good moves. Roblox. No panicking, guys. What are we looking at? Let's look at Roblox. Okay. Rivian broke 2941. Look at Roblox. Roblox looks like a bear flag. Rivian looks like what? Ooh. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is happening to Rivian? Sheesh. Did it just go in? Damn. Are you shorting that right now? Damn, dude. What the fuck? What kind of?
I have like one contract on it. It's not too much.
I'm a little salty, my friend. Hold on one second. I kind of wish I would have gotten into that bad boy. Hold on one second. Just because I would have liked to take it for earnings. But if I'm going to take it for earnings, man, I'm going to aim for the teens.
I got like the November 18, $25 put.
Got you.
Up about like 10%. It's decent.
I would grab, I think I might grab a, hold on one second. December 23rd, $20 put, maybe. Nah, the spread's whack. December 16th, whack. 23rd. Come on, Amazon. If you would like to trim or reduce risk, just know that these candles need to pick up speed or there is a reversal coming. It's not going to keep falling like this. We need more juice. Now. We'll hold till the stop loss, but what's up, GS Strategies? I'm still holding Amazon, yes. Let's see, 87.50. You could go for a retest of 88.16. I'm telling you, it's going to bounce. Honestly, December 9th, like, I mean, yeah, $25 puts, or the spreads are not that great, so you'd have to deal with that, but earnings. I feel like this company, you're seeing a shit ton of selling, but I feel like they're gonna shit the bed too. Here's the bounce on Amazon that I was just talking about. You've reduced risk. I got out of Amazon. I have a small account and made 200. Amazing. Great job. Coffee. I need it. Damn, we're in a tight spot. Maybe if we get Ellie in here, kind of pick the market up. Let's see what she thinks. Ellie! Ellie! Come here, I need your help. What do you mean, why? Alright, take a look.
Up and down.
You didn't even look at it. Now, what do you think? More red or more, that's white, but green? What do you think? That way or that way? Poopy?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We're gonna do that.
We're gonna do that? Ellie says, yo, where did that gift come from? Puts it is. Market will drop tomorrow. CPI is going to disappoint.
Can you put it?
I mean, I hope so. If you teach me, I could generate check for you, build your own community. I mean, I have my own community on Discord, brother. That's not kind of my MO, man. I make money trading. You know what I mean? I don't need like I'm actually really bad at advertising. I've had so many plays that I've called out days before or weeks before, traded them, had them hit something crazy, earnings trades, and those are normally what people make content out of. But every time I go to make a video, dude, it just feels so cringy. I'm like, ugh, like, let me just go and talk about myself. But yeah, I'm not a. But I mean, feel free to. I teach for free anyway, so if you're here, dude, ask questions. I mean, our Discord has a ton of free step-by-step stuff. So, hey, Ellie. You don't need to feel gross. Those who get it. You're going to hurt yourself if you spin. You're going to spin so fast that you're going to fly out of that chair and fly right into my Dyson fan.
Dyson?
Yeah, and then you're going to owe me 5 more accurate predictions. And maybe even one of those random hotkey fills you did the last time. What, baby?
When I've been all the way up there.
Wish I knew I was doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep asking questions. I'm here to answer those questions, man. Listen, have perspective in all that you do. Name one thing that you picked up, maybe besides video games, but even that, right? That you just aced immediately. You know what I mean? Like, everything that we do, if you look back at something that you do now, and look back, when you first started. And how clueless you felt. It does get easier. I was just talking about that this morning. Mostly importantly, Dyson fans for the win. Yeah. You said SQ. By the way, I quietly just shut up about it, but when we were looking at SQ last time, which I tell you what, it never really fully grew into the short that we wanted it to be, but it did, in fact, and look at that, man. SQ is wild. You got a massive gap to the downside, my guy. And
Can you spin me on a band?
you want me to spin you on the fan?
Yeah. I'll hold on to it so I can fall it.
Bro. Y'all heard that, right?
Dad,
So if
can
you...
you spin me up there?
Are you serious, baby? No, that's... Is that what you just been sitting back there being quiet thinking about? Is me sticking you on the fan and turning it on high?
Yeah. I want to stay up there.
No, baby, you will get really hurt.
No.
Dude, honestly, set a good stop loss. This one, it does have the gap up above you, and you are in, if you just want to... what do I recommend as indicators? One that you understand. If you don't understand it, don't have it. Some people like to replicate my indicators, and I get it, right? They want to kind of copy and paste and set it up how mine is. If you don't know what they're for, right, then there's no point. You know what I mean? But and at the same point, I would go and read and learn about what each one does. And then as you learn your strategy and build and develop your strategy, you will find the indicators that fit for you, right? Those are Skittles, and we're not eating those. Right now, it's 10 o'clock. And so she just grabs them and runs. Okay. Does anybody have an instructional handbook on how to deal with a 3-year-old little girl?
I almost did that.
Square is at a support level. You 100% could see a bounce and reversal here. Folks on Amazon, just like I said, that bounce incoming 9-day moving average is at 88.30. That is also what could be the retest, right? Go back and look at your Amazon chart if you have it up. Look at what we're doing, right? This is the floor you broke, and now you're either A, retesting it, or B, it's a test. So you pass the test, you go back up, right? So ultimately 88.45 would be where I'd be focused on. So yo, how did this hurricane just sneak the hell up on us? When did this happen? Gotta cook 1K.
Otter, you might be getting an entry on Rivian, but it seems like they're evolving that 7.
Nice bounce. Where'd it bounce off of? You got that gap to fill. Didn't fill the gap. So just stay below 30-40 would be the most bearish situation here. Preferably just 30. Meta thoughts? Thinking about your own thoughts? I called for the gap fill, which is okay. It's gone. Not that gap fill. Oh my. Okay. Well, you just hit one of the targets. I honestly would probably think that this is either the stopping area or 105 is next.
Look at the
No way. Yo, look at this TikTok. This is what we're about to get slammed with. You like that? If you guys are on Discord, you should look at TikTok. Somebody screenshot that if you're on TikTok watching and post that in the Discord.
I think you need to handle whatever is in that circular region.
Me personally? I feel like you might be more apt for that.
That's Hurricane Nicole coming through strong.
It's like Hurricane Nick. Hurricane Nicholas. Coming through with the... Never mind. Yo, look at it. Look at the hurricane. It looks like a mollusk, doesn't it? All right, guys, moment of truth here. One could grab a weekly call targeting the gap. That's a $90 call for this week with a stop loss of 87.70 or 87.85, excuse me. You know, obviously you don't want to take more risk, but if we were to open a candle back up above that, then the likelihood of us moving back up and maybe even going and filling that gap becomes an actual probability. So we need to see a projection. Yeah, Meta is up. I was up 200% on Meta, so not being greedy on that. Wait. Oh, that was a price gap in pre-market, which is 405.55. Next leg down on Roblox. You still holding with me, bro? Who is in oh, Amazon. Nice. Nice, Amazon. Ooh. I know. Tell me about it. What's up, you chunk? What you doing? Did you eat? Do you look at futures, ad spy? Yes, yes, of course. Nice rejection. That was beautiful, guys. Good patience to hold through it. Doesn't mean that it's going to go your way, but good patience to hold through that. If you held through that little retest there. What's up, girl? What's up, bro? Thoughts on Funko? I actually think that's a pretty good stock. Just not a, I don't think it's an expensive stock, but. There you go. Alright, still not a rejection. Buyers are stepping up. Are you on desktop, Robinhood Talisman? That 5-minute candle is not going to get us lower. I'm telling you right now. This is showing me that buyers are very much present. What do I think about Apple? Probably looks just like Amazon, no? Yeah. Same thing. So get Apple back up above. Personally, I don't think that happens today. You would need to gap up. So you need to sit here and gap up, and then you can see that gap fill. You would have to, something would have to initiate a squeeze. I'm tempted to short Meta right here. I'm actually, you know what? Don't follow me in this, but I'm about to do something. Don't follow me in this. Seriously. You know, I swung a $100 call. I'm gonna grab a $98 put right now. I'm gonna grab a couple of those. That's my own thing. All right, don't follow me into that. Those are at $43. Probably gonna go to 0. That's my own battle. All right, I took. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Disney. This is earnings, right? Look at that. Under the box. So get back into the box and you're bullish. At least possibly. That's 90.75. Obviously $91.20 where you've already wicked off of today. Candle closes at 91.85 for that previous bounce. So I'd be looking for that as well. I believe the last time we charted, yeah, so look, this is your floor. You need to recover that floor. You can also take a look at this, which is, I think we talked about our potential trend, and that's that. So maybe, I think if we, yeah, 84.65 was my target to the downside, so. All right, Tesla. What's Roblox doing? Nice. Yeah. Yo, look at these 3-minute candles, though. Wow. Sellers are fighting, too. Yeah, went up all layoffs.
Water, does that show losing momentum to the upside?
What'd you say?
Does that show momentum lost on the upside?
They're yeah, exhaustion. They're still fighting. Buyers are consistently stepping up, and sellers are putting down a firm wall. So, yo, I watched that. You know, he just the first part was like, okay, that's funny, and then it was like the second part where he was like, and he wants to make a version where you can't take it off. It's like not tamperable, and I'm like, all right, dude, you put it on first and play it, okay, and blow your head off, because like that, I don't know, bro. People like that, like as funny as that seems, that shit's kind of fucking worrisome. Like there is absolutely no fucking point that it should ever exist. If it is real, it's probably some type of. He's probably fucking with people, but if I made that, I would probably laugh my ass off right now. But yeah. What I can tell you about Amazon is that if it does push through that wick and it does close up above 88.25 and 88.40, that's where you will see that's where shorts will depart. Do you remember what happened on Amazon? Do not compromise, right? I would say that let's just call it 88.50. If you get above 88.50, do not hold puts, right? I would no. And then watch for a squeeze. So, dude, what expiration Roblox puts do you have, man? Roblox is gonna bounce on you, probably. We'll see. Why don't you roll it out? Since it's in the money. Dude! Oh, you know I'm scolding you, dude. November 11th, you gotta roll that out, dude. You got to. I'm surprised you held, because I know that thing went down to like, what, 100%? 160, 100, or not 160, 130, something like that on that pop. It's in the money, so yeah, so you're getting eaten by theta right now. You know what I mean? So like on the next leg down, where you see a good opportunity, maybe. Yeah, I did. I grabbed puts on Meta. I grabbed $98 puts for like $43. There's no analysis behind that except for, I'm foreseeing a rejection. I'm foreseeing an area of consolidation. So, dude, what is going on? The Qs are trying to force the squeeze into the gap. What do we got going on, dude? We gotta start from scratch. 5 minute. Yeah, okay. I'm probably gonna... This is gonna end up being a doo-doo trade. With everything set up like this. I'm reducing all of my risk right now. Making an executive decision here. I think the cues are gonna... What you guys are seeing, and I'm looking at this too, is that against every sell, buyers are stepping up as well, right? So sellers are trying to, and they already have, broken it down lower. You did see weakening, like buyers getting faded, like here and here, but they're relentless. And with that relentless upside, you are going to force a squeeze. So if you are in Amazon right now, in any capacity, it is perhaps a good idea to wait. I'm going to go ahead and, just step back from it and wait. Because, again, I'm okay with a retest, right? I'm okay with it, but I'm also not willing to, and I just saw that too, but I'm also not willing to take something, especially this week, until we see confirmation. So at the end of the day, when we see a 4-hour candle close, and we have a 4-hour candle close, then I'm way more amped. So let's see this 4-hour candle close in the next hour and 36 minutes underneath that mark, and that's where we could see another leg down. But I also would like to take you back to Amazon and here where that consolidation just continued. You know what I mean? So, but with contraction comes expansion, etc., etc. So. To create the box, how do you draw it? Are you talking about like the tool? It's just called a rectangle on the toolbar over to your left. But then as far as price action, I let the chart just kind of guide me. I'm looking for candle closes, areas where the price consistently hits retest. So for example, right here, I see a bounce there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles off the top. That's 92. It's a psychological number. That's enough for me. Second one, right? We can especially go to the hourly candles and see that we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles retesting it. 7, excuse me, because you got a retest candle there. And that serves as that 75%-ish mark directly above us. And then, of course, the bottom, same thing. I'm looking for consistent level where price bounces more often than not, which is where we're likely going to go retest. So I am out of Amazon. FYI, I'm out completely. The standard deviation box? No, I use a standard deviation channel. The median is just simply mathematically the 50% mark. No, this is not my type of price action. If I was to enter Amazon now, or had entered, I would have liked to go out another week if I wanted to hold through this price action, but because I didn't, I'm not, and because I'm not, I won't. I'm just not super interested or enthused with this price action. So I'm just not calling for my full effort into it at the moment. It's kind of one of those things where if you get a higher time frame candle, like let's say the hourly candle closes, and right now it looks like absolute dog water, but if it were to close back up on 89, sure, go for your wick fill. But at this point, this is more or less what I see when stocks start to range, or so if anything, I'd be waiting for a break above $90. So. But anyway, so when I'm drawing the box, I'm simply looking for, just like with any trend, I'm looking at where buyers and sellers are controlling the price in that area. And so from what I can see, the green zone here is where buyers control the price. And that's, obviously ranging from 89.21 to 88.20. And then sellers controlling the price at $90.85, all the way up to the highs around 92. So you just look for those areas of consolidation. I just rolled my Amazon position into November 18th, 86. I cut my call or my puts, and I just grabbed a very light position on the Amazon 86. I'm going to leave it there. And my stop loss, since of course this is fluctuating greatly, my stop loss on this is 89.20. So is Tesla dumping now? What's it doing? That looks pretty good. Just need some more energy. Yo, Glenn, have you messaged me on Discord yet, dude?
Mom, look at picture. That was getting better. That was getting better. That was getting better. Look,
Oh, nice, perfect.
it's always better.
That's amazing.
You think bought it better.
Yeah, if you were in Roblox, those contracts are now starting to print up to 41%. What,
Do you
baby?
have your phone now?
You want to watch Sesame Street?
I want to watch. I want to watch Captain Ted.
Yeah, you can have there's an option to roll your contracts out. So how would I go? Just go. You're TPing or cutting a shorter expiration and buying a longer one. That's all that means. Ouch. Yeah, buy a longer expiration. I'm in a longer expiration, just chilling. So you said Martin St. Lucie County? I don't think so, dude. That doesn't sound like America. I'm just kidding. What am I in? I'm in a Amazon. God, hold on one second. Amazon $86 put for November 18th. Or excuse me. I apologize. Not November 18th. November 25th. I'm still operating with the same brain that I had this morning, Boxer. My bad. Explain to you how you swing an at-the-money put that is 2 weeks out, the ticker drops $1 open, and the put loses value. think about it this way, right? So think about it this way, especially with, even if you're 2 weeks out, is this earnings? Right? Is this earnings play? Yeah, IV was that jacked. So essentially that IV basically puts that contract up to what it would be anyway, even if it did make that move, right? Which is why you want to try and find contracts that are low in IV, lower in IV before you get into them, because yeah, if it doesn't make an insane move, and that's what I try and like, you know, emphasize to people is like, things need to go terribly for that company, right? And so you need to find companies like people who take earnings. For years, I've been telling people, go ahead and keep taking earnings on Apple, right? You're gonna get it. It's literally the fucking S&P, you know, like maybe don't, because it doesn't move. And all you have to do to go find that out is to simply go back and look at the chart over an extended amount of time. And you'll go see on every single earnings, very rarely do they ever not beat. And if it's beat, which it has been forever, and it's just barely there, then they just still go up, you know, or they just stay in range. So it's always after the fact, though. King K, man, I was thinking about you last night, man, before I shut the computer down. You know what I think? I think that your account doesn't reflect or work very well with the trading strategy that you're trying to execute, because I think that whereas like Rod, right, is we're dumping. Let it go, 50%. Let's go. Sheesh. Nice. Damn, dude, we got the same contracts or something. Big step. I got a pair of the 86s for this week that just got filled. Excuse me, that were on my yellow account. I just trimmed one of them. It just got filled. Auto exercise. Negative Ghost Rider. That Halo sheesh. I was combining the Lion King and the sheesh all of those. Yeah. Careful, guys. Just let it go. We need Spy to. Yeah, that's not dumping. Dumping is like let's move down to 377. This still kind of looks like it might pop to the upside. I'm starting to think we might go green today. Maybe. Look at that thing. Look at Spy with me. I don't know, man. That looks fishy to me. I wouldn't short it. I mean, unless this 15-minute candle can close underneath that mark. I don't know, man. King K, man, I'm telling you right now, dude, that when you have if you have a lot of money, a lot of liquidity, scalping is an option. I discourage most, you know, from doing so, because like, yeah, you're just not capturing. You're literally, if I don't know what your size of your account is, but like if you have a $1,000 account, you're gonna have to settle for $40 and $50 and $60 days, straight up. BitO ETF halted. Yeah, man. we gotta operate off that kind of like factual. We'll dig a little bit more into this. MU, Joshi, it looks like it just broke out of the bearish wedge here, rising to the upside. Daily time frame looks like a bear flag from hell. I'm pretty sure God himself is shorting this right now. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, I'd be looking for major selling here and a candle close underneath $55, and I think that at that point there's a gap to fill and a floor at 53.50, and then at that point you could start looking for a breakdown, continuation of the downside, following trend, which I know it has. So let's do this. Nope. Yep. Yes. And look at that. You're just barely out of that standard deviation channel, so you need to fall back into it. My son works for Micron. Oh god, that's insider information. I'm going to jail. MRO is going back exactly kind of where I thought it was going to go anyway. Hold on one second. What is plug doing? Back down to the floor. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. Crypto is dead. Dude, let me tell you something. Sometimes I feel like social media is not good for my health. I see this guy all the time, and like he has a lot of followers, and a huge audience every time he goes on live. And like I've watched him, some of the stuff like he taught Fibonacci wrong. That was my first gripe. He just like straight up taught it wrong, and I was like, first of all, I would not be using fibs on crypto. And then he recommended Roblox and Meta as a bullish, like 5-year long hold. And I was like, okay, what's the reason? You know, like, and the reason was because the metaverse is going to be huge. And I'm like, but what's the reason? Like, what's the actual reason? Like, you know, I don't know. If people really don't think that the government's going to have a hand in all this shit and change, I don't trade crypto, dude. I commend those who do. Doesn't really seem like a super profitable endeavor, and in fact, let me tell you, like, it's kind of like with everything. It's like AMC, it's GameStop. Crypto died when everybody bought it. Crypto died when we provided the leverage for everybody who was in at $1 to sell on top of us. So that, and then the inevitable, right? You don't get big without being noticed, right? Bitcoin at $100 isn't a big deal, but Bitcoin at $60,000 is a pretty big deal for the government, you know. So there's a lot of fight. Amazon going. Ellie said poopy, so if you guys are in an Amazon, hopefully we get that poopy. Ellie gave it to you guys first. We are going to be opening up Ellie's exclusive morning newsletter. It's going to be $15 per line. We thought about doing it for per word, but figured, don't be greedy. I'd pay. Coin is my best friend. $15 a word. There you go. There you go. It won't be that expensive. Bullish on Ellie. Yo, if I promise you guys have my word. I will go make an Ellie ETF if I make $360 million between now and the time that she's like 5. I'll start it, and every single day we'll have a set of stocks, and then I'll ask her, you know, what she thinks of the day, and then if it's green, we'll buy it and sell at the end of the day. And if it's red, we'll short it. Microsoft is losing bottom such a specific number. I don't know, man. I don't like this price action. It really sucks. Tell you what though, if why do I feel like everything's gonna go up? Like I'm seeing something here on the chart. This doesn't really happen very often, but damn, dude. Oh, I am seeing it. I'm not crazy. Look at this shit. Okay. I tell you what though, if you lose, if you move below 224.21, Microsoft, maybe new low. I don't know, man. They're doing the slow choppy fade to the downside, which just one 5-minute candle. I mean, and it's over. Got the gap to the upside. Boom, bada bing. Plug update. Stop watching. Ooh! Gap filled, my friend. Yeah, let's close and stay below 1525 and we should go for a new low. Amazon new low of day, 87.25. For your ETF, that was such a specific number. Oh yeah. Look at Roblox. You look at Roblox. That is a wedge. If you guys didn't know, now you do. There's your wedge. See how fast my brain recognizes wedges? They're seared into my brain. I'll never forget. And then a 50% retracement of the pattern itself, right, would be right there. And that just happens to be at 36.79. We're gonna bounce. I'm gonna go ahead and trim some Amazon right here. If you have any weeklies, maybe do that too. I don't think this is a full-on bounce. I think it's a bounce, and then we see another leg down. Maybe, could be wrong. Who fucking knows? But Papa Smurg. So you said a full-time visitor worried about working in the morning, having time to look at the markets. Swinging, man. Swinging. King K, man, I if that's something that you're interested in, dude, I'd be happy to help. I think you definitely have I think you can do this, man. I really do. You got the mindset to do it. I think you might just need a little guidance and accountability measures. But yeah, dude, don't give up. Talk to your wife about before swinging. That's hilarious. Oh shit. Sorry. So somebody, yeah, but DM me, dude. I have spots right now. But yeah, just shoot me a DM. Okay, if you want, I'm not TPing Roblox at all. You guys can do it if you want. I just TP'd a little bit of Amazon right there. Your question was, what indicator do you use to calculate percentage, or is that the 50? It's nothing. I have no, this is from nothing but observation. I have been watching the markets, watching wedges. Wedges grab liquidity at the 50% mark, and then they turn into channels. So Roblox goes to 17, $16 maybe. Personally, it's my price target. But I just don't see. And if the market changes down or changes if something changes and it's time to buy again, then Roblox is going to be one of those, stuff. But as of right now, I think it's overvalued. Does anybody still have Neo puts? From like, I've had these for... I bought them on the 11th of October, so it's almost been a month of holding. I have Neo puts, but they are weeklies. Man. Weeklies, you say? Am I a drummer? Yeah, I do drum. I don't have I sold my, unfortunately years ago, I had restored in 1989 original Tama Swing Star by hand, and I replaced all the heads. Beautiful crash setup. Double kick. I lost that one. Still haunts me to this day. But yeah, I haven't played in a while. I still have my guitar and a couple other random instruments. I'm about to get a mandolin. Found one online for super cheap. I'm trying to get the a looper right now. So, hey man, that's not me. That's not me, by the way. Anybody that a little emoji that is not me. That's a guy named Paul Leticus. If you don't believe me, watch this. Boom, boom, come back to my room. I've got to type in the name because you don't know what might come up. Yeah, so that's not me. Oh, that guy that's a weird version. But I've had a lot of people tell me that looks like me, but it's not. I mean, it really does. It looks just like me. That one does. A little creeped out. If anybody bought me a hardcover of that, I'd probably take it. It's got to be on eBay. Can you show us what to look for in buying a contract? Well, that would be... that would depend on what kind of trade you're taking. So Garrett, check out Spy 15 Minutes, not a Head and Shoulders. This man addressed me by my full name. Where are you from? Who are you? A Head and Shoulders on the 15 minute, you say. Help me out here, I don't see it. Extended hours? No. So whatever, I do not see a Head and Shoulders. I'll tell you that much. This is not a shoulder. There's no rise in price. There's no pop. But what I do see is this. Maybe. I don't know for sure if this is going to be valid, but I think it is. Nope. I need to find it. There it is. Gotcha. You bastard. There it is. Check it out. Dude, I'm telling you what. Oh my god. If this thing bounces, y'all. Do you see how it's not going down? If it at some point doesn't go down, Now that I just drew this channel, it kind of got me gassed up a little bit. Look at this shit. Look at that. That is nuts. You are either A, about to horrendously dump, or we might be building for a big pop into 389. This is actually really awesome because if you break trend, go short. You know what I mean? If you hold trend, 378 separates us from the abyss, right? But this is an awesome setup. I am pretty happy with the gains from today. Nothing huge, but as far as the swing trades that I had coming into today, pretty happy with those. Yeah. Oh shit! God damn. I'm all over the place today. But yeah. So. I do have mentorships open, just a few, but it is expensive. So if you're already, it's the only thing that I have that's cost extensive, because that's my time outside of the Discord, outside of TikTok, and I already have and put so much time outside of it. So yeah, that's. You know, you've got my phone number. We meet either bi-weekly or weekly, unless I die. If you're a lifetime member, so. Half bull, half bear. Did 40 points on NQ this morning. Amazing. I have my own Potterstocks Discord that you can check out. So. I don't have just one-on-one options. I don't really know because I can't do them for free. You know what I mean? Like I can't do it for free because what the hell is in that chart? Yo, my God, that's ridiculous. I don't have that set up right now. Just mostly because I don't have time. But thank you, Apple. How much is expensive? So for lifetime with my phone number and everything, and access to the Discord and stuff like that, is $2,500. So it is expensive for the average bear. But if I'm gonna work with you, you know, I'm not into. I do have a bi-weekly option, which is much cheaper. But if I'm gonna work with you, then it's not, because trading isn't a 1 year journey. You know, it's not a 2-year journey. It's something that you grow into. And my mentorship is not just to teach my strategy to people, but to help them find their own and build something for themselves, ultimately. So. What if you get frustrated with me because I can't learn and you quit on me? That would be really hard to do, and if you manage to do that, I'd probably just give you a refund. But I mean, unless you did it on purpose, I mean, at that point, I'd probably know it. But I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy problems. I like problem solving, and I think that everybody, yes. Yeah, exactly. Trying to mimic someone's strategies, like trying to wear shoes that doesn't fit. You could do exactly what I do, right? Trade exactly how I trade. Indicators and everything. But you're not going to know what they mean to me the way that they mean to me, right? Like what is their impact to me? It's mostly you could be doing what I'm doing, right? You could be doing what I'm doing. And maybe you should try. And what I mean by that is, hey baby, Ellie, that's too loud to be in the room. What are you doing? Did you just come in here to grab candy? She just comes in here, grabs candy, and leaves.
She's the boss.
You didn't ask. No permission. And she keeps walking. Wow. I have no control here. But what I mean by that is Apple Slapper, right? Apple Slapper went from asking questions in April that are basic, are beginner questions, to now being in a place where, from discussing Apple with his peers and Apple on his own and Apple every single day, right? He is now profitable and withdrawing money from his account, right? And not only that, he has built something that he would have to teach me, right? I don't know what he's doing, but it works. It's working for him. And so technically, Apple Slapper right now could go, don't you do this, you can if you want, but Apple Slapper could go just start a Apple only Discord where only people who trade Apple, which eventually probably get investigated by the SEC, but that's, you could go and do that because the best way to learn is to teach. And so when you have something that you can do independently, you should share it, right? Or if you're building an independent strategy, you should share it while you are, right? The SEC comment. Yeah, exactly. But, because I'm going to call them on you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so, the big lie is that just follow my signals and you'll be profitable. The big lie is just learn my strategy and you're going to be profitable. It is, you are your own person who sees the world in a unique way from your perspective that nobody else could possibly comprehend by just stepping into your shoes. So the way that you deal with things, the way that you manage your emotions, what helps you manage your emotions, where you started to, learn about the stock market. Did you get in through equity? Did you get in through day trading? Were you in crypto? Were you in Forex? All of that, right? All of these different things, and those could have a huge impact on how you start. So all in all, if you're good at something, right, or you feel like, okay, this is working, share it, talk. That's what the Discord is for. If you want your own, if you're trading, and I'm telling you, you saw it happen with Apple Slapper. I can tell you guys right now that the most successful people that I have ever taught, right, starting from the beginning of this Discord until now, one of them is a multi-millionaire trader, makes hundreds of $1,000s oftentimes when they trade. Only started with one. And didn't stop trading that one until it was boring to her to make money on that every day. And then so we moved on, right? And then, expanded. But that's the thing is the road that looks pretty and is attractive is the road that is advertised by all of these dinguses here on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff like that. No, you're not going to get a Lambo with options. I'm sorry. You might get lucky, right? You might catch a really good play. I made $56,000 in one day, right? Do I expect that to ever happen to me ever again? Nope. If it happens to me ever again, what will I do? I literally will... you just crushed my dreams. Is it the Lambo? I knew it was the Lambo for you, dude. You're not going to get a Lambo, which is again, just from trading options. Just starting with a $1,000 account, and I got to admit, and I can't drop names right now, but there's a couple people on this app who I thought I liked, and I think I don't anymore, and they're telling people, that you can just hop into the thing with $5,000 or $20,000 and you're going to be a multi-million-dollar trader in months or weeks. And I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? That is ridiculous. Sorry, excuse me. I'm allowed to use that word. But that's one of those things where it's just you are selling people this idea that if it was that's just what's going to happen, right? And again, if you build up liquidity, can you become a trader that makes $10, $15, $20,000 a day? Yes. Yes. But that's a long ways away, and Lambo is not now. You know what I mean? Lambo is not joining somebody's Discord group. You know, a Lambo doesn't, a course, all that other stuff. So, I should probably have eaten some food and not just drink coffee. Hold on 1 second. I am mostly out of Amazon. I do have a runner right now, but if you guys are in, I am concerned about the fact that we are on top of support with this almost like bullish setup right now. So we need to go ahead and just head for the dumper, or I might actually go ahead and start looking at taking some calls. But I'll be right back. I'll tell you, last comment on what I was saying before. You know, I think about this often. A lot, actually. I used to make $80 a day. Sometimes for historical preservation, bringing back houses that were, you know, basically breaking down, but from the 1800s, and restoring them back to, you know, new, keeping most of the wood there, making $120 a day. You know what I mean? I'll never forget, you know, thinking, having done a really good job, busting my ass, thinking that if I helped him get the job done sooner, that I would maybe get a chunk of the, you know, because that was what he was all excited. No. I helped him get it done sooner, and he ended up making an extra $6,500 off of my expedited work. And I remember having like one of those moments where I was like, there's got to be something else. There's got to be something. So, is it awesome to have, right? I can go, if I all of a sudden, if I got hit in the head with a baseball and forgot everything about trading, I could always go back. You know what I mean? My body would not like it at all, and I would probably be using a cane, but my buddy turned his 30K to 20 in a little over a year. He still can't buy a Lambo. Yeah, I mean, 30K to 220K, like, you know, I've seen it happen. I mean, I've definitely, and I mean, at the same time, you know, I don't know how long that guy has been trading, so. I went from sheet metal work to serving others and day trading. Love to do what I do with time. That's, dude, I get to be with my daughter, you know. And a blast of rolls. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. You're talking about, dude, I thought you were talking about, yeah, me and Solventless worked at the place. We used to work at a place together when I was 19. Called Roly Poly in Savannah. And that asshole, who is a creep, they sold that place, by the way, he paid me $80 a day. Earlier, so there's like a quiz site or something that looked at old charts and had you draw trend lines to show what direction the stock went to learn patterns better. That's a good idea, Hinwich. I could work on that. Let me see. That's a good idea. Can I use these strategies on Binomo? I don't know, dude. I don't even know. What is that? I'll take 5% royalty on earnings. Shark Tank site. Well, technically, if I delete your message here, it never exists. I'm just kidding. Where's your proof? I don't know right now on Spy at all, like 100%. But I can tell you that let's see, shorts have been, I don't know. I have $1,000 account. I make around $20 a day. Am I taking too much risk? No. I mean, I would say that you're not taking. I mean, that's not worth it, I guess, in my opinion. Well, I mean, it's $20 a day, but here's how I worked this out in my head. I could either go for like a target, or I could just try and execute my trade and I remember building a small account around $1,000, and I remember using a bunch of random. I think it was like GRWG was in there and stuff like that, and I just bought contracts that expired longer because it's just like any other asset. I can hedge my asset if I see fit, but as long as it has good time, and I've taken my time to chart it. We were just talking, me and Tomas, we were talking about Twinkie about a month ago, and I think, where did we talk about this? I think I have a line actually. Yeah, there it is. So do you guys see this red line on Twinkie? That's where we were talking about it, right? Obviously it's not my trade, but buy an expiration, and I think there's another, there's Spy, fucking Spy is moving. Sorry, you guys can't see it. That's Twink, right? We were talking about it there, and it's currently all the way up at $28, from the $24 mark. Not a huge trade, but with $1,000 account, you could have made some nice money on that. Expect Amazon back up to 88.25, and Spy, it just hit the 200-day moving average and the 9-day moving average. Should I start doing some swings? I never swing. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you like what strategy you should do, but I do think you should explore it. With a small account, what you need is time, and what scalping does is take your time away. To answer your question, Joshy, how did I get into trading and how did I learn? Unfortunately, I've always kind of been like a hard-headed individual when it comes to certain things, and so when I first learned about it, I learned about it through the internet, and at that point I was already into not fully immersed, but into stocks, starting to learn about them as a money-making opportunity, and then slowly but surely, you see ads, you run into people, watch YouTube videos. It just started to kind of make sense, like when I started learning about technicals. And so I ended up opening up a brokerage. I'm trying to remember the name of the channel that I used to watch. I don't even think it exists anymore. But I used to watch this channel on YouTube for market updates and stuff like that. It was like a news update, market thing. And yeah, I just kind of started from there. I did buy, I never took a course. I did buy the beginner course, or not, it's not a course because you don't take it, it's just reading material. But I did buy one. And after I bought it, I came to the conclusion that the majority of it was copy and pasted from Investopedia, by just literally copying the text in the course and pasting it in the Google search bar, I found everything. And so from there, I just started doing my own thing because I realized very quickly that what I had just bought and the people who were selling it were not legitimate. That's how they were making that money. So,
I love you.
I love you too, baby. What? Oh, that's a fake out. But yeah, so my journey into stocks was I was always busy, always working, so it wasn't straightforward. I wasn't able to like get the proper handle on it, but until I actually had a 2-month span where I had no job, I just started really digging into it a lot and started from there. And then as far as like, did I have a mentor? No, baby, because I'm working right now. I'm working right now. You need to quit busting it, okay? No, I was trying to keep it on low. My daughter's yelling at me because I didn't give her candy. Yeah, so essentially from there, with the mentors and stuff like that, I was really, really blessed to have had taken an Uber ride by a broker, old stock. He traded on the floor, traded in a firm, managed multi-millions, and retired, and was bored and lonely, and so he drove Uber, which is kind of sad. But me and him ended up the Uber ride ended, and me and him ended up talking for hours that day. He said that he obviously, it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but he said I was a smart kid, and that, based on what I had already explained to him, that I had a good understanding of what had been handed to me, and he just kind of like took me under his wing, and then literally just like lost contact with him one day. I got my phone like restarted and new phone number, so was never able to get back in touch with him, which is kind of sad. But he was an older guy, and he just helped me. He never really sat down with like books and stuff like that. He was more or less about the psychology and philosophy behind the stock market. But I've had many people like that. I mean, Rollman, who used to be in the Discord, he was a form of a mentor with swing trading. There's a lot of different scalpers that I knew. Even Manny was like, a bit of a mentor here. Because like, that's the thing is, I've said this before. One of the most important things that I learned is that you should learn a little bit about everything. How do people scalp? Why? What do they look for? You don't have to do it, but you need to know why they do what they do. If you understand how high frequency traders work, then understanding my box makes a lot more sense, right? You guys see me oftentimes predict price action or predict where things will bounce and with the SPY and the Amazon, whatever. That's again, simple price action following that same mindset. So my uncle manages hundreds of millions at a hedge fund while watching golf. It's a trick. Well, it's funny how that works. Wait, chart mantra? Get real. Is this a game? That's fucking cool. That's cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. All right, guys, break time. I kind of tempted to take a call before I leave, but I'm gonna go ahead and sit, and we're gonna wait, but because this is still in an area that's fadeable on SPY, but we're at support, folks, and we're at S1. Just as much as, so basically, this is your new home. Welcome. you're at the median. So I don't trade inside of poopy boxes. No, just because I'm exiting, getting out of Amazon doesn't mean that it's a put play. It just means, or a call play. It just means that the price action isn't suitable for the trade that I'm trying to take. Remember, when you buy something, it starts decaying an option, right? Unless further out you go. So, all right, guys. Not a crazy day. Decent little moves here and there. Swing trades for fire. We'll look for something towards the end of the day. I'm gonna hold what I got. Unless something changes, stick to your stop losses. I would imagine usually if I see a trade, I will alert, or if I see that price action is picking up, I will go ahead and hop on. If there isn't anything, I don't ever want my presence to be temptation, right? Because I know that sometimes even just me showing up every single day is also a double-edged sword. It's important to acknowledge that whether or not you have the account or the fortitude, the patience, and understanding to trade every single day. You know what I mean? And if you do have all of those things, then you would know that you don't have to do those things. So, but anyway, have a great day. I will, again, I'll be on a little bit later, but, nice. You made good profit shorting coin. Yeah, we got a guy on our Discord. He's a coin master. He's a coin bro. This sounds like a crypto dude. Yeah, bro, I got bad coins. All right, have a good day. Peace. You guys can join the Discord. The link is in the bio. All right. Yeah, links in my bio for